Hey there, great to have you back. I've been listening on this speaker system every single night for weeks now, and I want to share how it changed the way I hear things. Because when you first power on the LSX2, you'll realize you're not just upgrading hardware, you're upgrading expectation. You're someone who knows what real sound feels like, and you know when you're being given less than that. If you're the kind of person who rejects good enough audio, who notices when sound lacks clarity or presence, who's outgrown weak, compromised gear, you belong here. This system isn't for the casual listener. It's for someone who demands depth, fidelity, performance. Someone who knows their setup should reflect their standards. Before we dive further, check the current price and stock. When this level of gear is ready, it doesn't sit around forever. You knew it was time to upgrade the moment your old speakers made everything feel flat. Dialogue sounded dull, music felt boxed in, the bass lacked punch and the highs lost detail. You accepted it for a while, but you didn't stop feeling it. Then you bring the LSX2 into your space and suddenly you exhale. The weight of settling lifts. You feel sound breathe again. You hit play and everything responds. Vocals step forward. Instruments take shape. Stereo separation becomes more than a buzzword, it becomes the room filling with presence. Your movie score rumbles without distorting. Your playlists play back how the artist intended. You don't fight your speakers anymore, they serve you. I've used these speakers for late-night jazz, full-tilt rock, streaming movies with big sound, working at my desk with detailed tracks, even ambient listening while I wind down. The feeling isn't about wattage, it's about moment-to-moment responsiveness. These don't pause when you throw them a curveball. They adapt. They deliver. They make you feel like your gear is no longer a burden. If you're even halfway considering this system, don't wait. Stock can fade. Prices can shift. When you're ready, you want this on your desk, not on your wish list. If you're hesitating, let me shift that doubt for you. Yes, this isn't the cheapest speaker system you've seen. Yes, it demands space, a real listening posture, some attention. But what you gain? The clarity you forgot, the depth you deserved, the performance you've outgrown waiting for. That first time you listen and realize how much you gave up, they've captured that moment. One surprise benefit. These speakers fill smaller rooms and punch above their size. You don't need a massive tower setup to feel like you're in the front row. That's the beauty, you get big room feel without a giant rig. And owning them changes something. Your space stops being a setup and becomes a stage. You walk in and feel like you brought something serious into the room. That ownership pride matters because your gear finally reflects you. You feel elevated every time you hit play. You feel richer in detail and texture. You feel more immersed in music and movies alike. You feel your space transform into something worthy of you. You feel like your gear finally keeps up. Downsides. You'll want to give them proper placement, pay attention to speaker spacing and room acoustics. And once you taste this clarity, going back to weaker gear becomes almost painful. At some point you stop comparing specs and setups. Because deep down you already know which system kept drawing you back. You stop browsing and start choosing. And you know this is it. If you're ready to upgrade your experience, hit the link, check the price, and make the call. This is the kind of upgrade your future self will thank you for, not, I wish I'd waited longer, but, I'm glad I did this when I did.